Wang Han races through the city streets on his motorbike, focused on delivering food when his phone suddenly rings. He answers the call, slightly annoyed. The voice on the other end claims to be a woman saying she's pregnant with his child and they need to talk. Wang Han frowns, thinking it's another scam. He dismisses it, saying he doesn't have time for prank calls and hangs up. He speeds off again, that the call might not be a scam after all. As the city lights blur behind him, he speeds through traffic, his bike leaving trails of light. At the delivery center, his co-workers gossip about the Su family's young lady, saying she's someone extraordinary and far above their level. Ignoring the chatter, Wang Han rides off again, engine roars through the streets. Wang Han turns to his co-worker, asking what he's mumbling about as the group discusses gossip. They mention that the Su family's daughter from Jiangning is marrying soon, and the guys joke about how someone so rich would never marry a delivery worker. One of them shows a photo of the bride, calling her incredibly beautiful, but saying it's a shame she's marrying an unattractive and sleazy man. Wang Han looks at the photo closely, shocked as he realizes the woman in it looks familiar, then mutters in disbelief, recognizing her. Wang Han stares at his phone, realizing the woman in the photo might be the same one who called him earlier. His coworker jokes, thinking he's upset about a rich girl marrying a useless man. But Wang Han's mind flashes back. He remembers that same girl once tried to seduce him, leaving him completely stunned. He begins to wonder if the call from before wasn't a scam after all, slowly piecing things together. Meanwhile, the woman clutches her phone in distress, saying she must find Wang Han before things spiral out of control. The woman finally reaches room 809, catching her breath as she prepares herself before entering. She notices the door slightly open and wonders if she forgot to lock it earlier, hesitating for a moment before stepping in. Inside, a man sits on the floor, surrounded by empty bottles, his frustration clear as he yells out in anger. Exhausted and defeated, he sighs, muttering that his aura was too intense, deciding to return to his old job delivering food. Wang Han, half drunk and dazed, looks up in confusion as the woman suddenly collapses beside him on the bed. She struggles to speak, her body trembling and voice weak, saying her head is spinning and she feels unbearably hot. Wang Han freezes, stunned by her beauty, his thoughts racing as he stares at her glowing face. When she desperately pleads for help, he panics, what's happening, wondering if this is real or just a dream. Wang Han wakes up, recalling the events from the previous night, the memory of the mysterious woman flashing in his mind. At work, his coworkers tease him again, laughing about his wild stories from the past, how he once claimed to be an international movie star. They continue joking, saying the latest rumor is that he's secretly connected to a powerful family in Beijing, mocking him with laughter. Wang Han smirks and lights a cigarette, replying calmly that they wouldn't understand because sometimes real power hides in plain sight. Wang Han's coworkers continue joking, mocking him with wild claims of their own, laughing loudly as they get ready for deliveries. Wang Han ignores them, telling everyone to focus on work as he prepares to take orders. Suddenly, a sleek red luxury car pulls up outside, catching everyone's attention. The car door opens, and a woman steps out gracefully in high heels. The woman steps out of the luxury car. Her confident aura leaves everyone speechless. The delivery guys stare in awe, completely mesmerized by her beauty, calling her an absolute knockout. One of them notices something familiar and realizes she looks exactly like the woman from the news. Their expressions change to shock when they recognize her. It's Su Kai, the heiress of the Su family. None of them can believe she's here. As Wang Han stretches outside, Su Kai suddenly walks up to him. She asks why he hasn't been answering her calls. His coworkers freeze, eyes wide in disbelief. None of them can believe that Wang Han actually knows the Su family heiress. Confused, Wang Han looks at her calmly and asks what's going on. Su Kai meets his eyes and drops the bombshell she's pregnant, and the baby is his. The coworkers explode in shock, shouting that Su Kai is carrying Wang Han's child, unable to believe what they just heard. Wang Han rubs his forehead, confused and embarrassed, asking if she's sure there isn't some mistake. But Su Kai remains calm, telling him to come with her to the hospital for confirmation. As she walks toward her car, she orders him to get in. His coworkers cheer him on, stunned that their ordinary colleague is involved with such a woman. Wang Han sighs and decides to go with Su Kai, telling his coworkers to cover for him while he sorts things out. The red luxury car speeds through the city. Wang Han turns to her, asking if the baby is truly his. Su Kai responds firmly, saying she wouldn't lie about something so serious. Hearing her words, Wang Han's expression hardens. He declares that if the child is really his, he'll take full responsibility for both of them. Sukai glances at him coldly, questioning how he plans to take responsibility, mocking him for relying on his food delivery income. Wang Han replies firmly, saying there's nothing wrong with honest work and that he can support her and the baby. She glares and reminds him that she's from the powerful Su family in Jiangning, warning him about the difference in their worlds. But Wang Han stays calm, saying he doesn't care about status or family power. She slams her foot on the accelerator. Wang Han insists passionately that if the baby truly is his, he'll definitely take responsibility no matter what. Sukai steps out of the car and tells him to follow her inside without hesitation. At the hospital, she calmly instructs him to wait while leading the way down a quiet corridor. Wang Han looks confused as they stop outside a door labeled operating room, wondering why she's taking him there. Sukai quietly says she's going in. As she faces the operating room door, Wang Han's eyes widen in shock, shouting in disbelief as he realizes what she intends to do. He grabs her arm, asking if she's serious, begging her to reconsider her decision. Sukai tells him he can't afford to raise her or the baby, but Wang Han insists money isn't an issue, he'll find a way no matter what. A nurse calls out Sukai's name, saying it's time for her procedure as Wang Han stands beside her anxiously. Sukai nods slightly, acknowledging the nurse, while Wang Han clenches his fists, still trying to think of a way to stop her. He calls out to her as she walks toward the operating room, but she doesn't look back. Watching her disappear behind the door, Wang Han sighs, realizing nothing he says can change her mind. He truly can't do anything about this woman. Inside the operating room, Sukai lies on the bed. As the doctors prepare for the procedure, one of the doctors asks if she's ready, and she gives a silent nod. The doctor reassures her to relax, saying the process will be over soon as he prepares the anesthesia. Sukai slowly closes her eyes. Just as the doctors are about to begin, Sukai suddenly raises her hand and shouts for them to stop. Outside, Wang Han waits anxiously, thinking there's nothing he can do if she's truly decided against keeping the baby. Moments later, the door opens and Sukai steps out, leaving Wang Han completely stunned. He rushes toward her in shock, yelling that the surgery couldn't have been that fast, completely confused by what just happened. Sukai steps up beside Wang Han, saying she's tired and asks him to drive her home, trusting he can handle her expensive car. Wang Han grins confidently, replying that if he can ride a bike at top speed, driving her car will be no problem. He takes the wheel, and the red sports car roars down the road. As they speed through the streets toward her home, the car's phone suddenly rings. While driving, Wang Han answers the ringing phone, speaking calmly as Sukai rests silently beside him. The caller informs him about a bidding event at Giant Tower that night, saying an influential elder wants him to attend personally. The car soon stops in front of a grand mansion, Sukai's family residence in Longwen Block B. As she steps out, she thanks him coldly. Wang Han notices she looks tired and offers to walk her to the door, but she remains quiet, lost in thought. Sukai coldly tells Wang Han to stay out of her business and turns away, walking toward her house. Suddenly, she trips on the pavement and lets out a startled cry as she begins to fall forward. Wang Han reacts instantly, catching her in his arms before she hits the ground. Flustered, he scolds her for being so clumsy while she glares back, embarrassed yet unable to hide the faint blush on her face. Sukai suddenly grabs Wang Han for balance, accidentally clutching his arm with surprising force, making him cry out in pain. He winces, holding his shoulder while she looks flustered, realizing she might have hurt him. Ignoring the sting, Wang Han quickly scoops her up in his arms to keep her from falling again. Carrying her gently, he mutters that she's far too reckless, while she remains silent, embarrassed yet secretly comforted in his hold. Inside Sukai's elegant home, Wang Han kneels beside the couch, opening a first aid kit and carefully preparing to treat her injured ankle. She insists she doesn't need help, telling him to leave, but he firmly tells her to stop moving so he can apply the medicine. As he touches her ankle gently, Sukai flinches, startled by his closeness, and both freeze for a moment. As Wang Han tends to Sukai's ankle, two people suddenly enter the room: her best friend Lin Zuru and her friend Yao Nangsen. Caught off guard, they question what the two are doing together. Sukai calmly explains that she twisted her ankle, and Wang Han was only helping apply medicine. Then, she adds that her boyfriend was just helping her, leaving Wang Han stunned and speechless. Wang Han stands silently as Sukai's mother storms into the room, demanding an explanation. Pointing at Wang Han, she angrily asks who this delivery guy is. her voice echoing across the hall. Su-kai looks down, her expression uneasy as she hesitates to respond. Trying to calm things, she explains softly that she had twisted her ankle and Wang Han only helped her inside. Su-kai's mother holds her hand, scolding her gently but firmly, reminding her about the importance of her upcoming marriage into the Qin family. Wang Han steps forward and calmly asks what's wrong with being a delivery guy. The mother snaps back harshly, calling him low class and telling him he's not worthy of her daughter. Wang Han's eyes darken with anger. He demands to know what she just said. Su-kai's mother coldly dismisses Wang Han, thanking him and asking him to leave. Wang Han glares in silence before turning away. As he walks out, another girl silently watches him. The mother tells the girl to escort Su-kai back to her room and warns her to keep that delivery boy away from their home. Inside the room, the girl gently asks Su-kai about her relationship with Wang Han. Su-kai quickly denies any connection, insisting there's nothing between them. The girl accuses Su-kai of lying, saying her eyes clearly showed feelings for Wang Han that weren't nothing. After a moment of silence, Su-kai confesses in a low voice that she's pregnant with his child. Shocked, the girl jumps up in disbelief, unable what she just heard. Su-kai admits it wasn't planned, she had drunk too much that night, and what happened was just an accident. The girl demands to know what Su-kai plans to do, warning her that she can't hide this forever, especially from the Qin family. Su-kai calmly replies that she's decided to keep the baby, leaving her friend stunned, shocked. The girl yells that Su-kai must be out of her mind, but Su-kai explains that Wang Han has promised to take responsibility. Her friend snaps, reminding her that she's the daughter of the Su family, and Wang Han is just a delivery man, someone far below her status. Su-kai waves off her friend's concern, saying she'll handle things herself, then asks why she suddenly returned. The girl explains her grandfather came for a business meeting, and she just tagged along. Su-kai looks unimpressed, asking if that's all. Her friend pauses, then smirks as an idea strikes her. With a sly grin, she says she's thought of a way out for Su-kai if the truth ever comes out. She suggests lying that the delivery guy forced her, calling it a brilliant plan. Su-kai glares back coldly, calling it a terrible idea only she could think of. Wang Han walks out of the villa area, deep in thought after everything that happened. He looks around and realizes there are no taxis available in the district. As he waits, a black luxury car suddenly stops beside him, catching his attention. An elderly man steps out, respectfully introducing himself as Lin Qinyan, the chairman of the Shulong Chamber of Commerce. The old man respectfully informs Wang Han that he's been sent to escort him to a bidding event. Wang Han listens quietly, realizing his grandfather must have arranged this meeting. He recalls his grandfather's words and nods, agreeing to go but requesting to freshen up first. The old man bows slightly, assuring him that everything will be arranged. As Wang Han steps toward the car with calm confidence, a black limousine pulls up smoothly in front of the grand event hall. Inside, the hall is filled with well-dressed elites gathered for the prestigious bidding event. Wang Han enters the venue, noticing the crowd and quietly observing. As he scans the room, a voice calls out to him. A woman in a white dress stands frozen in surprise. The woman in the white dress recognizes Wang Han instantly. Surprised to see the same delivery guy from the Su residence at such an elite event, she questions why he's there, half-jokingly assuming he's doing part-time work again. Wang Han tries to explain but struggles to find the right words. Without waiting for his answer, she grabs his arm and insists he follow her, saying she needs to talk, leaving him confused but following anyway. The woman angrily confronts Wang Han, revealing that Su-kai is her best friend and is now pregnant because of him, warning him to take responsibility or face consequences. Shocked, Wang Han blurts out that he thought Su-kai had already gotten rid of the baby. The woman shouts back, saying Su-kai changed her mind and decided to keep it. Wang Han's expression hardens as he realizes Su-kai didn't go through with the surgery, a storm of thoughts flashing through his mind. The woman furiously warns Wang Han again, threatening that if he walks away, she'll make him regret it. Wang Han pushes her back slightly as she loses her balance, letting out a startled cry. The hall suddenly quiets down as the host announces the start of the bidding event. Wang Han regains his focus, thinking about Su-kai and her pregnancy, determined to finish quickly and go find her. A woman in formal attire greets Wang Han politely, addressing him as young master. She introduces herself as Liu Wei, his assistant, assigned by Chairman Lin to support him during the event. Wang Han acknowledges her and tells her to prepare as the bidding is about to begin. The host announces that today's bidding event will determine who claims the new district project, with the Qin family as the main contender. A confident man steps forward, introducing himself as Qin Lei from the Qin family and warning everyone to stay out of his way. Curious, Wang Han asks who he is, and Liu Wei explains that Qin Lei is their biggest rival tonight, the eldest young master of one of the richest families in Jiangning. Wang Han smirks, finding it amusing that Qin Lei considers himself a competitor, while Liu Wei mentions that the Qin family plans to collaborate with the Su family to regain their influence. Qin Lei mocks Su Kai while showing her picture, calling her a beauty wasted on someone like Wang Han and laughing arrogantly. Wang Han listens silently, realizing that Su Kai is actually engaged to the Qin family. The host announces the next bid. The highly anticipated project for the new district begins. Without hesitation, Qin Lei raises his paddle confidently and places a massive bid of 5 billion, stunning the entire hall. The crowd watches as the Qin family confidently starts the bidding at 5 billion, showing their determination to win the project. Without hesitation, Wang Han raises his paddle and calmly bids 6 billion, shocking everyone in the hall. The guests murmur in disbelief, wondering who would dare challenge the Qin family and risk offending them. As whispers spread, everyone realizes Wang Han is an outsider yet bold enough to go head-to-head with one of Jiangning's most powerful families. Qin Lei's expression twists in anger as his grip tightens, veins bulging with rage. He slams his fist against the table. Qin Lei demands to know who he is and whether he's deliberately trying to cause trouble.